What's going on, everybody? My name is Roman. Welcome back to the Layup Lounge. Today we are here to talk about Summer League as well as USA men's basketball. So to start off this video, we're here to talk about Summer League. Me and my brother Wayne, we went down to Summer League.
Layup Lounge members, we are out here in Las Vegas, man. Out here at NBA Summer League. We're about to make it happen. We're about to talk to some fans. We're about to talk to some players. We're about to find out the truth.
Find out the truth.
Going in. We're going inside. Now we're here.
They got the trophy right here.
Hey, I'm on some kind of Zoom. I'm on some kind of Zoom.
I told you what was going to happen. I told you what was going to happen. And first of all, we had a great time, but we're also there to scout, and see our favorite player in person, Bronny James.
Layup Lounge members, we over here by the Bronny James rug, man. Las Vegas Summer League. Man, shout out to Bronny James, man. Best player in the NBA.
Bronny James, the GOAT. That's all I gotta say. Bronny James, the GOAT. Bronny James did not start his summer league well, dating back to the California Classic. Did not play well at all. The game that we went and watched, he didn't play well in that game as well. He was getting picked. The confidence wasn't there. He was shooting shots that, he didn't seem to think that these shots that he was taking were going to go in. Low energy. He was pretty solid on defense, but for the most part during that, the first couple games, he was, a no-show. And we had a conversation with Wayne's father. He said that he looked like he didn't have fun out there. He looked like he didn't want to be there. And for the first time ever watching him in person, I had to agree with that take. A lot of these people in the media are saying that, LeBron set him up to do this. LeBron wants him to play basketball, things like that. I genuinely believe that Bronny loves the game of basketball. I think he wants to be there. And how he ended Summer League, I think, showed that. He finished off averaging 8 points a game, about 4 rebounds and an assist. That is pretty solid considering the fact that, again, he played terrible in the beginning. And there was a dramatic difference between the first couple games and the last 2 games that he had. We seen more confidence. We seen more pep in his step. I think that him moving without the ball was something that was crucial. A lot of the times in these first couple games, he was stuck in the corner. But I think that, film watching, allowing, as well as, coaching adjustments allowed Bronny to be successful in the last couple games. He had like a 12-point game, a 13-point game to cap off Summer League. So I think that there is great momentum going into the season, whether he plays majority of that in the G League or he does get some NBA reps. I think that he ended off very well. And there's a lot of positives to take away from his Summer League experience. We saw Jaylen Brown hating on him a little bit. It was warranted though. It was fair. He did not look like a pro at that game that they're at. But you can't tell that to the girls. I mean, come on, man. We're not doing that. He was definitely someone that impressed. Again, just the confidence is half the battle. I talk about that all the time with my guys coaching. I just have that mentality. Confidence is half the battle. You can do anything but it has to start with confidence in the wants. And I think that he had the wants and he had the confidence. I don't know who was in Bronny's ear, but they did him they didn't do him a disservice at all. He played really well at the end of that stretch. The second player I want to talk about in Summer League was the dude he was playing against, and that was Sheppard. Sheppard, I was not familiar with this game that much. I'm not much of a college watcher, except for the NCAA tournament, and obviously he did not have a great game versus Oakland, but he averaged 20 points, 5 assists, and almost 5 rebounds a game. We see his confidence with his shot, his ability to create space, the ability to get off the pick and roll. And I think that I'm not sure what's going to happen with him and Jalen Green as a fit on the team. I think that his summer league play, if that translates to the NBA, that makes Jalen Green very expendable in terms of, what you can get back for him. They're already trying to trade him. So I think that Sheppard, if he, translates Summer League onto the regular season, we can see Jalen Green in a different uniform, just because I can see Sheppard being more efficient with the ball. Obviously, he can rebound. Obviously, he can pass. And I think those attributes that he has, to me, is already looking better than what Jalen Green has to offer for this basketball team. So he impressed me just watching him in person. He started off slow, but he quickly picked it up. And I don't know why Cam Whitmore was playing Summer League. He was killing them as well. But yeah, Sheppard, definitely one of them ones. The next guy I have to mention, Scotty Pippen Jr. Now, he is a former Laker. He didn't really get much of an opportunity. He's a very good G League guy, but hasn't made his mark yet in the NBA. I think that his play showed that he is he's a solid NBA player. I think that he can play for anybody. He kind of reminds me of like a Tyus Jones type of dude who just makes the right plays, makes winning plays, and, like he doesn't try to do too much. He takes what is given to him and he sets up his teammates to be better. He averaged 20 points and 8 assists a game. They did lose in the Summer League final, but I really liked what I've seen from him, and I hope that he can be on the NBA team. I think that Memphis shouldn't hesitate to sign him. He could strive in that position. Maybe a team like Washington, maybe a team like Charlotte, maybe a team like San Antonio. I think that he can actually thrive in the NBA's position, but in the NBA, it's all about situation, fit, coaching, things like that. And he's been a solid player. I think that he just needs the right organization to, have faith in him. But the next guy I want to talk about is on my Portland Trail Blazers, Donovan Clingan. He averaged 9 points, 12 rebounds, and almost 4.8 blocks, so almost 5 blocks a game. Now, the Portland Trail Blazers struggles throughout, I would just say this last decade has been defense. Dating back to the Damian Lillard days where we were all offense, the whole point, pretty much was just to try to outscore you. We're gonna outscore you. We're not gonna defend. We're just gonna have to push up the pace and try to get more buckets. But that is not the case anymore. We don't have the talent on our team to just go out and outscore teams. We have to hone in on the defensive end, and I think that drafting a guy like Donovan Clingan is gonna do wonders for this basketball team. DeAndre Ayton is a offensive weapon. He is still a better player than Donovan Clingan, but if Donovan Clingan puts in work on the offensive end, he works out with Ayton, he works out with, even guards, right? If he gets the right work in and expands his offensive game. And we've seen flashes of it in this summer league. He had a couple threes, but I think inside the paint, there was a couple games where he was struggling to shoot above 50%. And so I think that he needs to hone in on the offensive end this summer, but no question, he is a great defender. He can pass and he can run in the transition. And I think that those are all, great building blocks, great things in order to be successful. So yeah, look out for Donovan Clingan, specifically on the offensive end, just to see, if he can expand his offensive game, even from this summer league going into his rookie year. The last guy I want to talk about is Buzelis. I believe the 9th pick for the Chicago Bulls. I was under the impression that he might be there at 7 for the Portland Trail Blazers. He was. Unfortunately, he was not picked. Not unfortunately, I think Donovan Clingan is great, but Buzelis has really impressed me. His field goal percentage, not so much, but the confidence, the way that he can get to the rim, his athleticism. I think that coming in, he was widely known in the draft that he couldn't shoot that well, but his jump shot looks good. I think that, it could be, and there's some tuning up that needs to happen, but I think overall he looks like a promising player, and I think that he has the potential to be their star player for the coming years. So I really like his game, hometown kid of Chicago, and yeah, I really love his game. Honorable mention, I gotta mention Dalton Knecht. I mentioned Bronny. I'm a guy that said that Dalton Knecht needs more love. So shout out to Dalton Knecht. He was hooping out there despite the fact that Bronny was getting all the attention, even after these wins. There'd be times where Bronny's getting the after the game interview, and Dalton Knecht was the one that scored 25 points. So I think that it's also relieving pressure off of him. The Lakers are trying to win. If they don't trade Dalton Knecht, they're looking at him as a contributing piece right away. And so him not having the attention on him is probably pressure relieving for him, and I think that is going to service him well going into his rookie year. But moving on to Team USA. LeBron's still that guy. LeBron's clearly still that guy. He's probably the best player on this team. We had some close games against South Sudan. We've had close games against Germany. We had a close game against Australia, Canada. Like we look human against these teams. It is not gonna be sweet anymore in the Olympic playing field, especially after this year. But LeBron has been phenomenal, out of this world. Genie Bus, Rob Pelinka, if you're watching this man hoop and you're seeing the way he's still taking over games at the age of 40, we got to do something there. Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, is that a duo we can see in the league? Are they going to build chemistry to a point where they might want to play each other in the league, play with each other in the league? That is something to look after, especially because they are probably the best defensive duo in the world. Steph Curry, I feel like he's not playing his best, but coming into these friendlies, I think that's going to be cleaned up. One of my surprises was Derek White getting more minutes than Halliburton as, these games have gone long. His minutes have dropped. Hallie's minutes have dropped significantly. I would love to see him get more run, especially because I think that he's going to be the future of USA basketball, and he needs the reps. Derek White, great role player. I would have thought that they picked him up specifically because he'd be okay being one of those bench guys, but he is not a Jeremy Grant, JaVale McGee just yet. So that is something to look for. I haven't really talked about this, but the Kawhi Leonard situation is weird to me just because Kevin Durant seems to be more hurt than Kawhi. Why are we kicking Kawhi Leonard off this basketball team? Why are we doing that? Especially when KD is still haven't played. Like Kawhi Leonard was playing in practice. They're saying he had good practices, and I don't know what's going on there. Nike's being weird. I would have thought that Kawhi Leonard would be more healthy to Kevin Durant, especially a calf strain where KD has had issues with opposite leg in this situation, but still. But ultimately, I think that we're going to win the gold medal. Will it be easy? I don't think it will, just based off the games that we've had, but I could be wrong. Again, shout out to South Sudan. Winning Gabriel. There's some other dudes on the team I can't really think of right now, but those dudes are hooping. Germany, Daniel Tice, Dennis Schroeder, the Wagner brothers, those are going to be a good team, and we're probably going to see them again. Greece with Giannis. It's going to be a lot of great hoops out there, man. A lot of great hoops. This is going to be one that's going to be earned, definitely not given, and I'm looking forward to it. But let me know in the comments, what should we talk about next? We out here in the LL. This is the off season. Shout out to my dog Wayne holding it down. Again, my name is Roman, and I appreciate all the comments, all the love that I got from the last video. I listened to you guys, and we are here now. We're looking every day to improve. Like and subscribe, and we are out. Peace.
But the worst NBA player of all time.
I thought he was it. He's not it?
No, he's somebody I think I could get.
Okay, got it.
I guess that's different from the worst NBA player.
That's different. He's somebody I think I could get. The worst NBA player of all time.
Hey man, be careful now. This is an NBA player you're talking about. It's somebody who actually got a check from the NBA.
See, there's a
they're horrible.
Basketball.
What's crazy is there's a certain dude from Seattle that I don't want to mention, but he might be up there. I ain't gonna lie.
Who?
Kevin Porter Jr.?
No, you know who.
Wow.
You know who. We was talking about him in the LA Fitness parking lot.
Oh, see, you're nasty.
See, but it might be true though. At the same time.
Nasty. No.
The Tank Commander himself.
The Tank Commander is not the worst player in NBA history.
Okay.
Someone who I don't like watching these days though is Anthony Davis.
What?
Yes. Because if you think about it, he should be the most dominant player in the league. So I've always thought Anthony Davis was that guy, but you know,
obviously he's not the worst NBA.
he's not the worst. He's just, in terms of expectations, I feel like he's one of the
He's the
worst.
most frustrating player. Here's the question about Anthony Davis. Has everything that's happened here recently with the Lakers helped him or hurt him and them overall?
Helped him.
Coach, LeBron bringing in his son Bronny.
I say helped him because there's less attention, less pressure, less eyes on him. There's more eyes on Bronny. There's more eyes on JJ. There's more eyes on LeBron.
But again,
Anthony Davis is kind of just like he's involved, but he's like he can do whatever at this point.
understanding the eyes though, but with the eyes there, I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about his situation though. He's supposed to, LeBron been trying to give him the torch for the last, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Ever since he got there.
Has it helped his situation in grabbing the torch? Or has the torch kind of been fumbled down now and it's just on the ground?
It's kind of obvious the torch wasn't getting passed. I mean, he's been trying to pass him the torch for, like you said, 4 years?
Well, he kind of grabbed it last year because he played more games last year than any other season, right?
Okay, but was he the best? Was he the best player on that team?
Last year?
Yes.
No, Bron was.
Exactly.
Bron was. However, he stepped up, stayed healthy, which was key. It's critical in this world. He stepped up and played and stayed healthy. Oh, the goodness.
Oh, Lord.
He's not doing the speed limit.
He's using one arm. But no, that's just...
Has his situation gotten better or has it gotten more challenging?
Who, 80s?
Yes.
Definitely more challenging.
Okay. All right. I'm in
But at
agreement.
the same time, he knew what he was getting himself into. He came to LA to be the guy.
Yeah, but nobody expected what happened this year. Nobody expected the whole, LeBron not picking JJ Redick, the Lakers picking 55, and nobody expected all of that to happen. How does that make it work for him? I'm not hating with that question, I'm just asking.
I don't think he cares that much.
Okay, well that's a problem if you don't care, right?
Well, he's here to hoop. I mean, Bronny's not going to play that much. That's not going to affect him that much.
So it won't even matter.
It doesn't matter,
Any 55th pick wasn't going to make
Where I'm coming
impact.
from.
It doesn't make or break their season,
Well,
is what I'm trying to say. It's more attention, but that just comes with LA.
Let's go to it. Who's making the decisions in LA right now?
LeBron, Raymond James.
There it is. Does that change the dynamics or the flow of the squad?
Well, I mean, it could have been AD's team, so no. Because if he wanted that same control, he could have had it.
Okay.
He just had to hoop like it.
So now what we have to do is wait and see how it unfolds. And we'll have the NBA League Pass to see how it goes. Let's roll.
And today's the first stepping stone.
First stepping stone today, yeah.
We're going to see.
Greatness.
Now, I wasn't coming out here to do this, however. Y'all hung out long enough. My buddy at home said if he was here, he'd go. So I'm like, well, let me go ahead and get up and go out here.
We got to see it live in direct. All of us got to see it live in direct.
So that's,
Bronny could hoop.
I was going to depend on your expertise and analysis to come back to me. However, I'm going to not go out and try and see it myself.
So now there's no cap in our rap.
No
We're going to
cap.
be honest. You're going to know if we telling the truth or not.
We all going to be real.
Bronny could very much hoop.
I don't doubt that. At all. He's got it in his genes.
Summer League. This boy tried to get on the jumbotron so many times.
I was working my hardest to get on the jumbotron. They were not rocking with the kids.
Life is a blessing.
Is this on? That was all I see.
No, it's definitely.
She looked at my chain, there's a face in the pen. I said that I want her, hope she get the message. Been down for a while, I'm back with the step. Like Wi-Fi, I hope that we keep good connection.